what you're offering. Phone's lighting up, I'm just gonna let it ring. Yeah, my phone's lighting up, I'm just gonna let it ring. Is it the liquor in my system? My desires are so real. Got me caught up in this rhythm. Draw me in and make me feel. Draw me in and make me feel. Draw me in and make me feel. Make me
Good morning all. Yes sir, hope everyone is well, hope everyone is good. Make sure all systems go, there we go. Happy today is Thursday, second to last day of the trading week here. Let's see what we got going on, today. Have a look at everything. Start off the day. Let's have a look at what is going on Reddit. Some good discussions we've been having on here. How much does the best trader you personally know make a year? That's interesting, actually. Let's see. About $1 million, so 100K a month. Wonder who that is. Manages 280 million. He pulls 50 to 175 million a year. Bro, this is bullshit. How the fuck does he, out of 280 million, pull? And what type of range is this? How do you give a range from 50 to 175? So casually he can make 125 million as a range. Man's cooked, man. That's lying. I earn an average of 14% a year. Okay, that's fair. Minus 2,000. Not bad, not bad. Best trader he knows is minus 2,000. That's needs to find some new friends. That's what I can say. Very cool, very cool. "12 years of trading. I don't care why my strategy works, as long as it's producing results. Yeah, but in order to produce results, you need to know why. Right? Because that's when you have an issue. Oh, here we go. Here we go again. Great way to start off people's day is by learn ICT, order flow, and options. So take yourself from fuck, screw yourself even more, and then on top of it, add something completely new, options. This guy loves to learn, man. What is the next thing I can challenge myself? Let's see. To be profitable? How to be profitable? Are you making money? That's the best, man. That's straight to the point. That's the best reply, man. 37 minutes ago, man is locked in from the morning. Oh, where's it gone? Hello? Oh, there it is. Man is locked in from the morning. I'm trading ICT order flow options. What's the hardest thing to challenge myself to learn in trading to be profitable? Man is locked in 37 minutes ago. He's rocking up London session, locked in. You know? I see my name, but it's sharp ratio. I was like, oh, my name. I was like getting excited. Wife doesn't like this. Oh, this guy's in trouble. Let's have a look at this. So I've been trying to expand my trading activity lately, and my wife isn't happy at all. She thinks I'm crazy. Has anyone experienced this problem? What do you do? Man. This guy is like a dog on a leash. This guy is like a dog on a leash. Let's see what this guy... Yes! Just yes. Yes, that's it. That's so funny. She's right. Okay, let's see this guy. This guy, full drama he gave. This guy, full drama. If I was still married, my ex, already we start with problems. Already we started with problems. Alright? If I was still married, my ex, wife would absolutely hate the journey over the 2 years. I've been hyper-focused on charts, learning and observing the market morning, day and night. She would have never seen my vision and I would have failed. That said, things are finally clicking for me and growing a large pool of 30 funded accounts. My payouts have been steadily increasing. Got over 20k in payouts, which I about double my W2 salary with a room. What's a W2 salary? Someone explain to me. What's a W2? What's a W2 salary?
9 to 5 regular job. It's
is it?
it's a tax form for United States.
I see. With room to scale. Very good. If your wife can't see the vision and supportive, she's a hurdle that will cause you to fail. Imagine this guy dumps his wife and never becomes profitable. Like he follows ICT or something and that's it. And then, you know, he really likes his wife, but the only thing she doesn't support him in is trading. And just because of trading, he divorces with his wife. And then he finds out he can't be profitable in trading. Man is totally cooked, man. At that point, that would turn a straight man gay, just saying. But anyways, getting back to more important things. Let's have a look at Thursday's calendar here. Let's have a look at Thursday calendar here. So what do we have? USD, GDP. We have PCE. And yeah, what are they expecting? GDP come back as expected here. Very interesting. But we need to speak about what happened in the market, because we had gold dump here, shat the bed. Why? Well, not too much. It's actually recovering quite well. But why did it dump here? Well, our friend Trump, who came to visit us in stream yesterday, he popped in yesterday to stream. He said hello. The reason why he was in yesterday's stream, right? The reason why he was in yesterday's stream is because he was in the World Economic Forum in Switzerland. So he was up during European session. So since he was up during European session, he decided to pop a visit into Tradesharpe stream, say his hellos, check what we're doing on gold. Once we profited off gold longs, okay? I need you guys to understand this. Once we profited off gold longs, he then decided to say, Harry Sharp he's done. He's profited off the gold longs in the morning. He's taken his trade. Now I need to open my mouth and yap. So what does he come and do? He speaks in the World Economic Forum. And what does he say? Greenland is just ice. I don't give a shit. On top of that, he says, I don't want to invade Greenland. I just want to negotiate. I'm not going to forcefully invade. And also, right? And also, all these tariffs that we've been having, I'm going to calm down on Asian tariffs. So this geopolitical tension started to go down. All right? As we started to reduce geopolitical tensions, gold cooled off, natural profit taking in the market, and we started to see Trump here around this spot here, dump price towards the downside. Actually started from here, to be honest. Then we started to make our way down towards the downside. So that's what's happened. Honestly, without jokes, that is exactly what happened. So maybe that was the real Trump, guys. I don't know. It seems very coincidental. We had Trump show up to stream, and and then you know, I'm telling the truth, man. We took our longs, we made money, and then he, you know, dumps gold after we profit. So shout out Trump, man. That's all I'm saying, man. If he's gonna continue to do that, we'll see if he pops in today. He should still be in Switzerland now. If he's not in Switzerland with his high-level escorts, then he will be popping in stream here. So who knows, you know, what's going on in Switzerland. But we'll leave that up to him. All right, until we find another story like we had with the one. Anyways, we won't get into that. But anyways, let's get into a technical analysis here, right? Because we need to see what the hell is going on for today's session. So starting off daily time frame here, guys, still ended up closing the daily bullish. 4 hours are closing bullish as well. So technically this is a bullish buy session. We do have this 4-hour resistance, which is the daily open zone as well. On top of that, 1 hour time frame here, same zone we have, moving towards the top of the range here. So very tough position because we're at the top of the range already right now. We just had this candle closing above right here. I was thinking about this while speaking to you guys. Do I want to be taking this? The only problem I had is, where the hell am I buying? So I was thinking, don't worry, I'm full locked in this morning. I was thinking, hey, maybe we can take a buy on this 1 hour close. And then I looked at it realistically and I'm like, you know what? I don't think this is a smart idea. This is our target 4-hour resistance and we are right here. This is just feels like a FOMO trade. So although it is pushing right now, in hindsight, it looks good because now it's pushing, but really buying right here is kamikaze because we don't know if we're going to get continuation, right? Obviously it did quite nicely here, but you know, that was an unknown, man. That's an unknown. And we definitely want to be a buyer from somewhere down here, ideally. So if we could see pullbacks now into here, we could take buys back up. If we just continue bullish today and get a lot of buyers involved in the market, we could actually just trade continuation. But what I would like to see for continuation is for us to get out of this range here. Huh? I'd like to see us get out of this range, meaning we clear the 4-hour, because this 4-hour could be big headache. We have a lot of room up above, so I'd like to see if we can clear that and we can take some buys. On top of that, looking at DAX here on the other hand, we can see DAX, nice push up here. Nice push up from the lows that we had yesterday. 4-hour time frame, daily time frame, closing bullish here. Very nice daily time frame closing bullish. We liquidity grab deeper, but this zone I've been talking about looking for buys did come through here. Now we have reached target 1 here, which is our previous 4-hour support here, which we tapped perfectly and started to get rejection. So we are mixed bias. We could see retests. These retests for now I see as opportunity. If we were to come back down, you make a fat cast with your DAX swing trade. No, I got liquidity grabbed. 30-minute here moving down. as we can see below here, we have a very nice LTA to clear here. Possible simple sells below, guys, huh? If we respect this range, though, if we respect this range, we could actually look for some buys back above here. I'll see how I want to tackle this zone here. That's what I'm gonna see. It's also a 15. We can write it 15. I'll see how I want to tackle this zone here. Do I want to come back above here? We do have a wick, so it's a little bit different. Also, I can check a little bit 5 minute. Yeah, we do have that wick. So let's see how we respect zones. 1 hour has closed bearish here. No top wick, but we have broken structure. So I do like the break of structure. Could see a bit of a retrace here, especially with the 4 hour closing bearish. So let's see what ends up happening here. Could be pretty simple breakout sells here. What's nice is we've given a little retest already. So could be straightforward. Let's see how it forms. That's the plan so far for DAX here. If we're moving on to NASDAQ here as well. NASDAQ, same bounce we had here. Daily time frame has ended up closing bullish because of that bounce here, and we've come to fill that gap. That's something we've been talking about, coming up to fill that gap here. 4 hour has now created that resistance here. Can move all of these lines back up like this. So we might see the same price action as we move down to retest first. But if we're not going to retest, we're going to create supports and try a little bit of upside. Bit messy here, if I'm not going to lie, man. Bit messy. You can see we have supports down here. See how that looks. So that's pretty similar, actually. That's pretty similar to DAX here. But we're just higher up. So very similar plan to DAX. But the buying plan here is a lot harder, I would say, on NASDAQ compared to DAX. But we can try to squeeze this zone here. It's a very small zone, but it would be the zone we can squeeze. If not, we need to see how we respect this 15-minute support. Do we bounce off it? Do we get below? Below might open some options. If we do fake out from here, then we could actually potentially start to consider some buy opportunities. If we consider some buy opportunities, then we'll see what ends up happening with that and how it forms from down here. But overall, those are the plans. That's what I'm looking for here. Gold is now crossed the 4 hour. Very strong price action coming through here. Let's see how we can capitalize off this here. And yeah, pretty simple for me. Be looking for something like this on gold, pullbacks to take potential buys once we get above here. If not, I'll be looking for some form of support creation. Right? And if we break this structure, buys are hard, right? Need to wait. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. A little bit of a plan here. And that's about it. I'm going to post this in our Telegram. So yeah, posted it in our Telegram. If you're not joined our Telegram, make sure to join the Telegram. We're posting some good stuff in here. I'll send you guys a link if it doesn't mess me up. Here's our Telegram. So yeah, check it out. Posting daily breakdowns, a bit of fundamental macroeconomics, sharing some trades that we take yesterday. NY session, sells, US 30. So you can check the type of trades we're taking. So make sure to join this. Let's get up to 200 members. I'm going to share the link in chat now. And yeah, let's get up to 200 members. It's for your benefit though. If you want to be part of the announcement, see my plans, see all of this stuff. And if you don't want to learn about trading or you don't want to get trade ideas, then no need to join if you don't want to get trade ideas. There it is, there it is. Are you using instead of the private Discord too? No. It's a different thing. It's just for people, let's say some people can't sit through stream the whole time. Or they want to update after stream. Because I get a lot of people, I speak so much on stream, I tend to forget we only have 200 people watching here. So yeah, it's a good amount of people, but there's people who don't watch stream. So I like to have a place where I can post updates. Right, post updates on what stuff we discuss on stream, but give it to people who are not able to join stream. I also want to help people with a bit of, Antonio's joined me with it. He's sending a bit of analysis there and stuff like that. Extra layers. Hi Harry, absolutely love your content and your stream. Journal, last 3 months, you're up 122 pips, RR of 1.27 gross returns. Even I followed you, still wouldn't be funded. Nice. Good job, man. That's good for you, bro. And stop spamming, please. It is rude to spam. What US 30 did you take? Sells. Antonio. Harry, what about trading zone to zone with LTA for breakout entry? Not given much about trend with focus on all zones. I'm not sure what your question is. What about trading zone to zone with LTA for... I don't understand what you mean by that, man, unfortunately. You can trade zone to zone, but it doesn't mean it's linear. So DAX here trying to close below, huh? 2 minutes, 5 minutes did close below here, but no top wick. Yeah, no top wick. Let's have a look here. Nas set up twos. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Back down to the bottom of the range. I see it. Right now, I'm looking at this DAX, no top wick here, just dumping through our LTA. So this is a bit problematic for us because we need a top wick. We don't want this 15 too deep. DAX has good nipple on your broker. I'm just thinking what I want to do for entry here. Because we have like 3 big 5-minute candles. I've been holding gold X3. What's your advice? 719. Have a take profit, man. Have a take profit. That's how I love to trade, man. I like to have targets. You already have kind of higher time frame break of structure a bit. 1 hour has breaks of structure. You know. Now we're trying to retrace. All right, so we closed here. 15 closed bearish. Maybe we can get a 1 minute break of structure. Then we can look for a scalp, or 5 minute closes bullish. Next one closes bearish below. I think those are our options. So we maybe play on the 1 minute here based on 1 minute. I mean, the trade is based off 15 minute setup 1. But the thing is, I don't want to run the 15 minute stop loss, which is about 64 points. I rather run something a little bit tighter. So I will use the 1 minute to potentially find an entry. So let's see. I'm also not enjoying the fact that the 1 minute, not the 1 minute, the 1 hour has the smallest wick ever created. All right, 9 seconds for this 1 minute to close. If it was to close here, about 20 point stops. But I don't think it will close. So no, so we have to wait for the next one. Five minute closes how long? 2 minutes, okay. Do you take buys in YM NY session? No, I came late because I was in the water yesterday. One minute support being relevant there. Well, yeah, we're reacting off it. This one here. I prefer if the 5 close bullish, would be a nicer confirmation, but sometimes when you get these big breakouts, could be heavy volume. Honestly, what I wouldn't mind is to take something that looks like this, where we get maybe this pullback, retest here, then 5 minute close bearish, and then I sell. Then I don't have to sell the lows. But sometimes you have to trade what's in front of you. Because if I wait for that and then it goes without me, then I'm going to miss the move when I know I have a way to get in, right? We have some good 1 minute structure forming though, kind of a consolidation. So it shouldn't break this low if it doesn't want to at least try a bit of downside. Absolutely love your content at your stream, looking at your journal. Isn't this the question I just read, man? How's this guy send so many of this same question? If I followed you, I wouldn't be up because you don't follow me, man. You don't follow my trades. You're not trading with me during NY. You're comparing December to January. So you can't compare, man. You can't compare slow London sessions. It doesn't make sense mathematically. The point that you're up is the main point, right? That's realistic trading. If you could pass an account, man, if you could easily pass a futures account like that. That's the point. I beat my, if you calculate my London session from last year compared to this year, not last year, the year before, 2024 to 2025, and you calculate it, I made more in 2025. I made more in 2025. So it's over a year, man. You can't calculate 1 month and say, okay, if it was negative as well. Even if it's negative, it's just how it works, man. Welcome to trading. Plus, calculate NY session, man. You're dreaming. It's just because you only watch on YouTube. You're not part of the whole ecosystem. I mean, the guys in Asian session, for example, they've cooked like 15% month. Legendary trader. Is that the actual legendary trader? Is he actually made it into the group? Could you imagine? Has legendary trader made it into the group? All right, so we're coming into this LTA zone. So this is part of my buy plan, but I want to see some structure here. So this 5-minute closing bearish would be nice. Very aggressive to send this break of high. It's a possible one. It's a possible one, but very aggressive. So I rather see this. It's hard to find a setup in London, you reckon? No, not always, but he's comparing from last year. Like last year, the last few months was, yeah, it wasn't easy during London. You know? This year, last week was slow, but this week has been very good in London. We've had some great moves already. I mean, it was bank holiday. We had nothing bank holiday. Then Tuesday, we had a traded one. Wednesday, we had a traded one. So it's only been 2 London trading days, and those both days you got set up. I mean, average, if you can get 3 wins in a week in London session, you're doing well. In very peak volume times when we're trading an asset that is moving very fast, you should be able to get a trade every single day in London as well. That happens, but that's part of being a trader, right? You want to leverage capital. So this is good pullback we're seeing here. Check DAX? Yeah, thanks, man. I have it on my other monitor. So we can go back to it. Again, this is not a good setup 3 because we have all these rejection wicks here. We don't want to play with this. We want to still get below this 1 minute here. This is a nice liquidity grab, though. This is something that's going to help us, but it's not going to help us until we get below here. 15-minute candle closes in 6 minutes, so the next 5-minute candle will be the 15-minute candle close as well. These trades, can you do them at any time of the day, or is it possible at certain times? You can trade any time of the day, but it's more effective at certain times. And also, do you want to be at the charts the whole day is the question. The second thing is, if you're trading at different times of the days, meaning random times, you need to adjust stop loss to accommodate for low volume periods. And also, let's say a big move happened in London, right? If you are now trying, and it was a buy move, okay? So let's say here on DAX today, we start dumping. And London ends up down here, and you come to the session after London. It's not a good idea to be like, oh, I'm rocking up now, let me look for more sells. No, that's not necessarily going to happen. You missed the move, you know? So it's based on context, right? It's not black and white. You still have to do the analysis. The charts will move following price action. Technically, you can trade any time of the day. But if you're looking for a tighter stop loss to get from entry to take profit as efficiently as possible without management, with having a management plan, meaning you can go break even, blah, 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 then you want to be trading during volume times. But if you're trading outside of volume times, the plan would more be like, I'm playing a daily idea, not a session idea. I expect price to continue down during the day. I'm going to keep my stop loss above a certain zone. I have in the exclusive group, there's a video called Asian Session Stop Loss. That video is going to apply to where you should keep your stop loss when you're trying to trade, I would say, between sessions, right? It's going to have the same application. Hey, if looking for support and resistance, you don't find any resistance, it's only supports. Does that work? I'm coming from your videos, thank you. Then if there's no resistance, you don't mark it, right? Like let's say on gold now, when we're at all-time high, there's no resistance at all-time high. So in that scenario, we'd use key levels, but yeah. But the supports, you don't even have to mark. Like yesterday on gold, I had one line. I had one line on gold. That's all I marked yesterday. It's not a bad thing to mark only one thing, if that's all you need. Like on DAX today, this line up here I don't need, this line up here I don't need. I just have them from before. Like this daily support down here should actually be all the way here, so I don't really need them. So we're getting a pullback here. It's not bad. Now gold created the structure we wanted to see. Next candle is another 15-minute candle closing above here. With this structure, I wonder if this is a shot. I don't like all these rejections here. And I don't like how much we've pushed. But this could be maybe an option here. It's also the 30-minute close. 30-minute is a bit sketchy. We'd had a lot of 30-minute candles here. Yeah, we'd have to be very aggressive on this position here. So we're only relying on volume in this type of scenario with 70 pip stop loss. Why is my gold chart totally different than yours? Maybe what broker are you looking it on? Let's see what broker he's using. Yeah, Owanda EU. They're like the worst, man. And it's not that much different. You're looking at a 15-minute time frame. I'm on a 5-minute time frame right now. Yeah, Owanda's tough to trade on, man. I'd look at potentially switching. Hey man, do you trade with FP markets? No, I don't know FP markets, man. I don't know them. I've never traded with them. Spreads are terrible for me? Yeah, they're not good, man. You should change. So let's see if this 5 closes above here. And 1 minute structure is not there, huh? Yeah. So here's the 5 close above here. No bottom wick for now. So I need 1 minute structure and a bottom wick. That's what I need right now. If I can get a bottom wick to retest this 15, I can buy and I can put stop loss below that bottom wick because I expect this to be a straight push. Otherwise, I don't want to be involved because if this pull back, it's going to pull back deep. So this is what I need right now, guys. I need a pullback and then I need retest of this and then continue up. Close below future charts. Do you ever look at gold when looking? Do you ever look at that when looking at gold? No, not when I'm trading CFDs. But depends if the. Let me see how it looks though. $15 closed above, man, on futures. 5 just closed below, but 15 closed above, so it's still okay. But again, I do want the retest though. Gaps are displayed. Yeah, it's normally if I'm trading futures, I just focus on futures, but then I'll just be taking it as a 15 setup. It's the same stop loss, huh? The 15 setup right now is the same stop loss. About 73 pips. Look at the 5. If we measure the 5 stop loss, 73 pips. It's the same. Now, if the 15 didn't close above, different story now, right? That's why I said, let me check. Then it's a different story. Then I can understand, oh, okay, now it's something different. I really wanted it to see it break the high first, then retrace. That's nice. Because what we do, we induce some buyers. Once we induce some buyers, we can then use that liquidity to grab orders. And if we want to then extend, we will see upside. So let's see. What broker do you use? I used IC Markets for many years. Now I didn't like them because now they started messing with spreads. I had some issues and they didn't want to resolve it, and I've been a client many times. So then I looked for a new broker, and now I trade on Vantage. I trade on Vantage. And the nice thing with Vantage is that I have a direct contact in Vantage. So I can speak to them directly and anything is controlled through me. So that's what I really like. We even set up a partnership with them as well. So I have all of that going on. So that's nice. I got messed up with IC on DAX yesterday, slipped 5 pips. Yes, I've been having the same issues. And when I spoke to them, I was, they didn't want to help. So yeah, that's why I started with Vantage. And also they gave us a very, very good deal, guys. So with Vantage, they gave us 150% deposit bonus, huh? This is the link. And if you trade under my name, meaning you trade with me, any issues you have, withdrawal problems, anything like that, they won't, because they're a very big broker. We don't need to speak to support directly. We can speak to them directly. And that's more important for me, right? Any issues I have, I can speak to people directly and get things solved. They have an office here and stuff like that. So for me, that was super important. And for such a big broker to offer 150% deposit bonus. So if you have a small account and you want to trade with a bigger account, it helps. Remember, deposit bonus doesn't mean you have extra money to trade. It's simply more of a psychological thing, right? You're still going to lose the same money. You're still going to make the same money, but it's more going to allow you to have a smaller account. Like if you want to deposit $500, but then your account will be in the thousands. So it will be psychologically better And also you don't have to crank leverage up. You can use lower leverage, stuff like that, huh? Especially if you lose, like let's say you're risking $100 on the $500 account, which is too much, I feel, but some people do it. At least it's going to help you with leverage. Because the worst thing that can happen, and it's a truth, if you're risking a bit higher with less capital, if you are a confident trader, right? If you're a confident trader, then if your leverage gets too low, then you can't risk the same. And then you have to risk lower. But, you know, it's a choice. For me, I trade personally bigger accounts, so I never use deposit bonus, but it's something we have. The main good thing is we get the best spreads that they offer, and also we get custom support, right? That's more important for me. And also I don't want to be slipped anymore. So if you want to be under my support, you can do that. There's the link posted for you guys. Deposit bonus equal casino? It does. Like for a lot of people who are not sensible in trading, yes, it is a casino, man. For sure. Anyone can trade it casino. Referral code? Yeah, so that's if you want to be if you use that link, you don't need a referral code. If you want to go directly to their website because you don't trust the link I sent you, you can use Tradesharpe to get the bonus, or that's it. But I don't think if you will be under my support, you will just get a bonus. I don't get paid for the bonus. So if you use Tradesharpe on the thing, they don't pay me. This bonus is a non-profit for me. Yeah, I don't like the close above here, man, because of no structure. You see this? This is super sketch. Should we put Tradesharpe in the referred by? If there is, but if you just use this link, then it will sort that all out for you. If you're doing that. So the link will sort that all out. Then you'll be underneath me. So anything's, you have a direct point of contact, but I don't think you will have it. They're a very big broker. They sponsor Ferrari, man. So hopefully they give me a Ferrari. Even if you click the referral code, it doesn't populate. Yeah, then put the code as well to make sure you get it. And then if you're looking for a deposit bonus, it will be in promotions. Anyone who uses that link, you will get it in promotions. No one has with Vantage 150, huh? That's insane. For a big broker, it's insane. No one has it. But anyways, if you're gonna gamble, please don't do it, huh? It's not worth it. Just use them as a normal brokerage. It's a bit sad, man. I'm a bit sad to switch from IC, but they just let me down, man. And you know, 5 years, man. 5 years I was using them. I had nothing against them, but when problems happened and I was getting slipped and spreads were jumping and I messaged them, they didn't want to help me. They didn't want to help me. They just kept saying that servers will update, I don't know what. And I felt like, you know, I have no connection. But that's why I wanted to have someone who I work with, so that if something like that, God forbid, happens, I can speak to them and say, look, I'm experiencing this. If this doesn't get sorted out, we're done. And they will do it because it's like that. Yes, IC Market, I got super spiked by them too. Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. They used to be amazing, man. Oh, Donald Trump and chap, he's back, bro. So I'm gonna buy gold potentially again if it closes above here. Make sure to pump it like yesterday. If you don't pump it like yesterday, I'm gonna be very upset. So 50 seconds, guys. Let's see if gold closes above here. If not, we actually have a setup 3. So let's see if we can close above. We get a better stop loss now. Stop loss looking like about 34 pips. Actually, similar stop loss to yesterday. But can we close above is the question. Ooh, 14 seconds. But I have a problem. My problem is that the previous 5 minute on my broker didn't close below This is looking like nice rejections. I feel like if it breaks the high, it can pop a little bit. But it would have to be a quick break-even trade. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't really... After this amount of push, I don't want to trade impulsively. And that's just my decision. Because we've had a very big push. I don't want to be part of a liquidity grab. It might push a couple of pips. Like maybe you get 10 pips and then it might reverse. So I rather just see a close. Maximum, I will push the 1 minute close above. If I see that. So yeah. Anyways, I appreciate everyone showing up to stream, guys. Pleasure to have you on stream. Been a good week so far. Let's see if we can continue that momentum. And yeah, definitely leave a like on the stream if you haven't. I would appreciate that. Helps it get out to more people. Goal is to get the stream back up to 500 viewers. Let's see if we can do that. And yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, so you get notified when we stream all of that YouTube BS. Look at this. Drive back in the range. Remember, don't disregard potential buys we can buy through here on DAX. See how our NASDAQ has been doing here. Oh, NASDAQ, nice little setup 3 here. That was actually an option, actually. Thunderstorm, that was an option, yeah. That was an option there. Thunderstorm. I'm in it? Yeah, it's valid, that's valid. 19, 15. Yeah, you could be break even now. See if you can get the 1-to-1. What do you think about the S5 below? It's not a bad one, bro. It's not a bad one. Only issue is at that point you might be looking for sells. So in hindsight now it looks nice. But remember, we were rejecting previous 15. 15 closed bearish. So there you would be in a selling mindset. Right? You might have been saying, okay, can we continue the sell? So it works a bit both ways, you know. That's actually a nice NAS option there. That's a nice NAS option. I'm looking to execute on NAS heavily when we get into next month. So I'm being a bit more chill on NAS these days. And then next month I go heavy on NAS here. But that was definitely a nice NAS option.
I had it in from the close above, but you did mention, you know, the structure.
Yeah.
I was waiting for like at least a second 1 minute bearish close. And then it be like an S3 anyway. So I was like, you know, I'll leave it in because I think if it breaks the high, it might pop off.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, the thunderstorm is good here, but you know, it was still risk because of this way we pushed up here.
Yeah.
Sometimes what can happen is it can just breach the high here and then come down and then do that. That's like a tendency of NAS, huh? NAS sometimes likes to do that. So you have to just kind of be aggressive, you know? No bottom wick on that. I mean, there was a bottom wick here. I would have taken it on futures. So I need to see how it looks on futures.
Yeah, there was a bottom wick on both my ones, on futures and trading view.
Yeah, then fair. Yeah, there was bottom wick on futures. Gold did a dirty move? Not really. This is what we wanted to see. It's keeping us safe. We still have time, right? This 15 can close bearish, and then the next 15 minute for London Open can open a bullish, right? We can close above. So, and if it wants to retrace, then we won't have to be part of that mess. Let's see how DAX is forming here. We need to keep an eye on that as well. DAX, we want to see a bearish candle followed by a bullish to take buys. That's what we want to see on DAX. Bearish candle followed by bullish, then we take buys. My broker has liquidity grab. Yeah, that's a scam broker, bro. That's nuts that your broker has that. To change that. I mean, that's not even close to the high. That's a scam. Especially that it broke it on this candle here. See how this looks. Oh yeah, I think some brokers, yeah, same on IC, same on Vant. Yeah, look, all brokers did that. Well, yeah. That's interesting, this broker didn't. Yeah, it's the same on most. But anyways, we didn't take the position, right? It's not something we planned, so it doesn't matter. That gold move was dirty as fuck. Yeah, it did spike up. But at the end of the day, you're right. It wasn't our plan to take this trade, huh? We wanted the close, like even the 1 minute close, super important. That's why I was saying that though, guys. So that's the important part of why I didn't want to take any impulsive trades, because sometimes it breaches the high. We literally said that. We said that word by word. Yeah, it's on everything. It's just this broker is not showing it. It's on everything. I thought it was only his broker, but no, it's on everything. But anyways, we didn't take it. Anyone who did take it need to question why you are happy to take impulsive trades here. You know, I wasn't happy to take an impulsive trade here for the reasons I said, and it exactly happened. Now, there'll be days where I'm wrong, and it might just push, but I have enough argument to tell myself impulsive trade there doesn't make sense. So let's see. This could be interesting. We could potentially get support creation on gold now. If gold respects here, we can make our way towards the upside for London open buys we could be taking soon. So potential London open buys, and we'll be having a look at DAX as well, huh? So we'll keep an eye on DAX here as well. DAX is forming a bit of a pullback to give us structure potentially to take buys. I was waiting for it to break all the wicks. The one on the left wanted it to be extra safe. Okay. Clear that zone. You know, you have a big LTA above. You can capitalize off that. Be safer. I have all fucking sand in my speaker on my phone. I don't know how I'm gonna get this up. Not coming out. Any coupon codes for exclusive member right now? Damn. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I did have a discount code, and the discount code was stream. And for all the guys who were on stream, I was giving a discount code. I haven't deleted the discount code. So technically, if you use that, you can. But I will delete it after the stream because I don't want people just keep using a discount. Because it really is worth the value. Without the discount. Without the discount, it's very cheap for what we get. Especially that you're getting a one-on-one call. That's like nuts for that. So yes, I will delete it after the stream. Do you ever trade Forex pairs? Yeah, I do sometimes, but now I've kind of gone off them because they're a bit sleepy. They're a bit sleepy these days, you know? They're a bit sleepy. Actually, GJ, when I'm saying that, GJ pulls a nice setup 1 here, but didn't give you 1-to-1 yet. You can sit at break even though. Very interesting. Are we sleeping on GJ? Can I have a discount? We can make a deal. Yeah. Perfect, cheers. Hopefully I can get the coupon in before you disable it. Yeah, literally after stream, when stream ends, I'll just remove it.
Hey, Harry.
Yo, man.
I wanted your opinion on something. I told Joe about this yesterday, and he was like, it's a little too nerve-wracking for most people, but here's the thing. You know how you have the 1-minute strat when there's like huge pushes and very little way to enter?
Yeah.
All right, so this is what I do. Basically, I just, you know, it's all pushing, huge volume, everything. I just enter, basically, you know, I just press buy, but that same second or the next second, I move my stop loss right into my entry. So the idea is for it to push and keep pushing. If it if it bounces a little, that's okay. I'm out, no loss. I enter next, you know, next minute, next 2 minutes, I enter like that. So like, and I don't wait for it to go to take profit. Like it'll go into like.
But what happens if you enter and it immediately goes in drawdown?
That's the only issue. But out of like 10 times, it'll do that maybe once or twice. The rest of them, it'll at least go up a little bit before pushing, and that little bit is when they take the profit.
But what do you do if it immediately goes in drawdown?
Then that's the only way you can lose on this trade. If it immediately rejects and goes.
And then where do you put your stop loss?
I put my stop loss because on gold, for example, it's always a 0.1 lot, so I can't go bigger than that. That's my RR, you know. That's where it goes.
Where's the stop loss though? Where's the stop loss?
The stop loss is in the air. It's in the air, but it's in the air for 1 second. It goes right into the entry.
Yeah, but my point is you just drag it like 10 pips below, 15 pips below. You need to have a number like that.
Yeah. The number is my RR and it's 0.1 lots. So wherever that ends up below, that's where it goes. So I only lose like $5 if anything, because that's what I trade with.
Yeah, but as long as you have something to make sure that in case it's a day where it does something happens, you have something there. Otherwise, yeah, it's valid. That is momentum trading, right? So that is like a extreme scalping. You're just looking for a quick impulse. I like to catch bit bigger moves, but yeah, you could do that. It's not for everyone, but if you do enjoy doing it like that, then yeah, why not, man?
Oh, wow, cool, thanks.
But just make sure you have some sort of stop loss in place, because there'll be a nasty day where sometimes a 1 minute gaps, or especially if you're trading in high volume, that volume can come the other way.
I've seen it. Yeah, you gotta have it right away, but you gotta move it right into the
tree but just have it there, like, you know, to make sure, like, before you enter the buy, just have something there, you know.
You have to have a stop loss, right? You can't just enter without.
Yeah, at least like 10 pips below, 15 pips below, you know.
Yeah, because you can end up losing like a week's, a month's worth of trading just because it decides to.
If you get one day where you get one 1 minute candle that just gaps down and boop, 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 30 pips, you know. Then it will take back a lot of wins, right? Especially that you're using momentum trades to close quickly.
And they're all little wins, right? So yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So the problem is you don't want to have little wins, and then one mistake wipes out a lot of progress when it's avoidable. If it's not avoidable, it's good you have wins. You know, it's good you have wins so you can account for that. But when it is avoidable, you want to take advantage of that. It's common sense in trading, right?
Of course.
When we can avoid a situation, we want to do that, right?
All right. Thanks, bro.
All good, all good.
Harry, I was going to ask how your top tip's going.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's good. I have the 5 account stacks. Those are about 1K. I'm taking them like, you know, 300 risk on that one. Then the high risk account, I have to be careful because I took a withdrawal on that at 1,000. So I had 1,000 buffer. And then I ran it back up for another 1,000. Then I started risking 1,000 on that. Then I lost 1,000 trade. So I was back to 1K buffer. And then I have only 1K, and then I risked 500 on that. So I made 500. And then now I'm gonna start pushing it more. So I'm keeping that high risk, you know.
Yeah, yeah. No. Is that the one you've had since you first ever passed? Or
Yeah,
is
that one that's
Yeah,
that's the first one. I'm keeping that as a high risk.
Okay.
Because I took a withdrawal at 1K just to see how their withdrawal was, you know, how their system works and all of that.
Yeah.
And when I took the withdrawal at that, obviously you only get the 1K buffer now, right? Because I ran it up to 2K and then took 1K withdrawal.
Yeah, no, I've only ever had 2 payouts, you know, like from the same account once. So I've got to be more like, you know, once you get the payout, try not just like just get rid of the account. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, got
exactly.
Be,
yeah.
Because
I mean, I was thinking to just get rid of the account, like run it up hard, get rid of the account, do it again. But it's just like you need to be kind of then full-time prop, you know, because it's a lot of work then. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Just before I am right now, to be honest, I think it's
exactly.
like
if you are full-time prop, it makes sense. But when I'm trading on other things, it's a lot of things, you know.
Yeah, just like obviously the return on investment, like one payout.
It makes sense that way, yeah.
Yeah, like one payout can cover like obviously, like I mean,
you can buy 10 accounts easy.
You know I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly. You took profits at 2K buffer. No, I took profits at 2K, which left me a 1K buffer. Now I want to leave minimum 2K buffer. Do you have to pay activation fee? Yes. If not, it's $89 and then you don't pay activation fee. Do they still have that up? Or is that changed now? I don't know. I haven't bought new accounts. They're always changing, man. Their capes are the same? Yeah, so it's still the same. If I was buying new accounts, that's the one I would personally take. As I don't plan to pass the account in under a month. In over a month, sorry. Not under a month. Dyslexia playing up. You know? Small losses, bigger win. I was in the group with this guy. He gets it. 1 minute strat, the way to go. Yep, some people love the 1 minute strat. But he's having a bit of smaller wins. So that's what he can work on, is getting bigger wins. So he's doing smaller wins. Losses would be bigger. So let's see. 2 minutes for this 15-minute candle to close bullish here. We have retested 5-minute time frame, respecting the lows of the range here. 1 hour time frame would close above. 30-minute would close bearish. Yes, it would close bearish. Okay, so let's see what happens. Right, before they open, I'm just going to go toilet and come back, guys. Give me a sec. Right, let's see what gold is doing here for the open. 30-minute could be a setup 3, right? 15-minute has like this. Depends how we close though here, last 26 seconds. I've read the 1 minute is the most profitable beginner strategy. Harry's advice is good. Wait for candle closure, wait for structure, wait for candle entry. Yeah, I don't think for everyone 1 minute candle is the best beginner strategy, if I have to assume, man. Some people, it will lose a lot of people money in the beginning because they can't handle 1 minute, man. Seriously. Like, it's really, it depends on people. Some people would say beginner strategy, trading on higher time frame is bad as a beginner strategy. Alright, so look at this close here. This is the open here. Would love a 5 minute candle closing above here, would be great. How about 1 second? Bro, why are you even trading on the 1 second? You need to be trading on the tick chart, bro. Tick chart. So not even allow a second to pass. Whenever a tick comes, we trade. I don't like the 15 closing bearish. Yeah, but look at how it closed, man. It's like a setup 3. Long rejection to downside. So once you get a candle above there, it's mitigating that. Look at how the 5. Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah. On gold, it's a different story, right? 5 didn't even manage to close bullish. We have a 30-minute closing stronger bearish. We have 15-minute closing bearish. So I'd like to see probably just a setup 1, man. Probably just want a close above or something simple like that, or a 5 close above at the earliest, you know, something simple like that. I'm super new, I don't even know what I'm doing. I think a great place to start is on my YouTube channel. There's a 2026 free course. It's completely free. It's going to be a great place to start, man. 2 hours long. Go watch it. That's going to be a great place for you to start. Why don't you have 3 charts on TradingView at the same time so you don't have to switch? You can have 1, 5 and 15. Because I don't like to view it all at once. It's too clustered for me. It feels uncomfortable. Interesting push on DAX. I was actually considering if I want to take it on a 1 minute, but even the 1 minute here is ripping here. I was just looking at the 1 minute here, but look at this 1 minute just ripping straight through the zone here. Impulsively to take this, I don't know, right? We're at a full resistance here. We're at a full resistance, so I don't know if impulsively would be a good idea. I don't know, because I don't want to take it. It liquidity grabs just like this candle. I want to show you this is the exact same scenario, right? So people would be like, maybe I should take an impulsive buy. You take an impulsive buy like this, you get triggered, and then boom, straight into drawdown, and then you end up losing the trade. You see that? So this could be the exact same scenario that we have here, where you try to take the same impulsive buy, it does the same liquidity grab, and comes back in the range. So this is why I wanted at least to see 1 minute candle close, something to prove to me, right? 5 would have been great. Tell him great place to start is ICT, then 5 years later tell him price action, and then just say it's a prank. Could you imagine? Poor guy. Let's see how gold is cooking here. Let's see if we can hold this support. Is this a good entry? Don't understand your entry though, man. Seems a bit random to me. What are you entering based off? Right, you need at least 50-minute candle close bullish, right? What we were talking about. Support creation. Don't have any support creation. 5 minutes, all doji rejections. So either you get lucky now and we hold this and we do get a support creation, then it's going to make more sense. Or you wait for that, which is what you should be doing in this scenario. Wait for the support creations. At least on 5. Harry, I've been trading over 10 years trying to trade for a living. The last year was my breakthrough. I'm an old fella, but I always hate going to 9 to 5. Hoping to quit this year, focus on trading. Alright, so you have been trading already. And it's been, and it was your breakthrough. Yeah, breakthrough years are great. Now you focus on sustainability, right? So I remember when I had my breakthrough year, ended the year profitable. The next year was about how can I see month-to-month progress, right? And I did have negative months, of course. And that was fun to navigate because that's a reality of trading. So you need to learn how to keep discipline, how to stay focused, and how to work on a month-to-month basis. Unk breakthrough? Yo, man. That's funny. I learned what a fair value gap is. Yeah, I learned about gaps and how to fill gaps, you know, that's one skill. But fair value gap, you know, normally the transaction isn't fair. If you understand. Read between the lines. Yeah, man, this moved great today, huh? Beautiful. What a way to put fair value gap. I don't know what you guys think. I'm talking about trading. This is like the first time you laughed on YouTube? No, man. That's a lie. I've laughed plenty of times on YouTube. Gold is not liking this. Every time we come back into this 50-minute level here at 35, we're seeing sellers try to take control. Fair value gap is above price action. Damn. Gold accumulating. It's trying something. We need to see what happens here. Let's see. We sit for a little bit and see what happens. I like DAX is also trying to pull back here. We have this creation of resistance very, very soon. Have you ever made a video about all this order blocks in detail? I think you'd do great on YouTube. I have, bro. I have. Yeah, I've been around for a while, man. I've thought about a lot of stuff. This is the one. Here we go. After trying 5 Forex strategy, this is what worked for me. It did very well. You're right. You see 39,000 views. I talked about smart money concepts, ICD, trend lines, supply and demand. So I have made that video, 16-minute video. Yeah, man, I've been around for a while, bro. Make a new one, 2026. Yeah, maybe we should make a more updated one that could work well. Normally the transactions isn't fair is a bar. Yo, man. I'm speaking about trading. So you guys can make in your mind what you think I'm speaking about. Hello, Gold. Gold has decided to shit the bed and say, okay, we're not continuing up anymore for London. Thank you very much and good night. Which makes sense, huh? Look at this lower high formation we've been having. Lower high, lower high, lower high. If some guy has some sort of trend line, he'll be able to draw some random trend line here, you know, and argue. All right, 3 minutes for this candle to potentially close above. But we have been very impulsive here, right? We have not even had... Wow, man, not even a 1 minute giving you a chance, huh? Not even 1 minute, just popping up here. Ducking below. That's why I don't want to take impulsive. Scary. Could break the high now, retrace. Who knows? I really want the 5 to close above so we have the 15 at the same time. I have 2 candles. Even 1 minute here, I don't know how much I like. If you even get the chance, that is. Man, even 1 minute feels like a stretch here. So personally, in my sense, I'm not going to push this 1 minute here because we have not had a resistance before. We have pushed from the low straight. Means I'm buying the highest price of the day with only the lowest amount of confirmation, which is the 1 minute, right? Obviously, you can use a 30-second, which is even lower confirmation. But especially with that close, you know? Especially with that close. Yeah, 4 hour we have a little bit higher. All right. See if we can close above here, guys. Nice 1 minute structure. Can we close above here? I'm learning how to do markups by watching your vids. Can you explain the 2 15 horizontal lines? Yeah, come show me which ones when you join the group. We'll have a look together and I'll show you one-on-one, man. No need even to ask here. It would be better so I can explain to you in depth. That's what you said you were gonna do. So we'll catch you on the bright side, bro. Because I can really help you. I can show you it in a better circumstance. So DAX is not closing above just yet, but we can wait another 5 minutes here for the close above. Yeah, it's getting a lot of clicks because support and resistance is such a popular topic. So it's like you're framing it in a negative, you know. I'm gonna get this sand out. Can AI learn AI? Can I learn AI? Wow, this is interesting conjugation you have here. Can I learn AI to train? Whoa, 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 whoa. This is some interesting conjugation here, man. This is some next level word vocabulary here. I like this, man. I like this. I like this. This is something new. This is something new. This is something new. This is something new. Can I learn AI to train trading? Wow, 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 wow. This is very interesting. This is very, very interesting. So can you learn AI to train trading? Instant. Oh, this is next level, actually. This is next level. This is next level because you have to comprehend this. You have to comprehend this because he's asking, can he learn AI first? And then he's going to train trading to him or to AI. Okay, so this is very interesting. Because he's not asking. Most would be fooled. Most would be fooled that he's asking, can AI learn to trade? But he's asking, can I teach AI how to trade? So you have to work this, backwards. So what I think is, I think that he's asking, can he learn to trade first? Three minutes. Hello. You need to wait here, bro. You need to wait here 3 minutes. So yes, you can teach AI to trade, but it won't be able to make proper decisions. It will be able to make, it could learn itself. It's a machine learning program. Man, 2 minutes here we have to wait. I think it's a sensible question he asked. I do, but you have to understand what he's saying. Because you have to understand, is he asking, can he train AI or can AI train him? Right? Can AI just do the work? But if he has to do the work first in order to train. So you have to work backwards here. One minute candle close bearish here. Next one opening no bottom wick. I really hope this doesn't just fly without. There's a very big chance, possible chance it can. But it's not going to be following my plan. If this 1 minute candle closes above, this would be a risky one. I could give it a shot. But I think I'm going to wait for the 5 here. That's going to be the sensible solution here. Wait for the 5 minute. So if we could just chill here for 1 minute and 23 seconds. So that would mean this 1 minute close like this. Next 1 minute create us a little pullback. And then we should be good. Yeah, we need to reach these highs here to get a 1-to-1 at this current standpoint. If it pushes any more in this next 1 minute, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Why 5 not 15? Because on indices we can use 5 like a 15. Right? It works. It works. On Forex you want to wait for 15 would be good, but on indices it works. See, this is why I didn't want to rip the 5, guys. I mean the 1 minute. We definitely dodged that one by waiting for our plan. That's how close it could be, right? Literally super close. Like I was saying, I don't want to enter on the 1 minute. And that is why. Because if you let that little grudge on your shoulder convince you to take it, this is where you get slapped. And it hurts, man. This one hurts. Right? You let it to convince you. You let it to tell you, man, you're going to miss the move if you don't enter on the 1 minute. You're going to miss the move. And then this 1 minute come here and ruin your day, right? Because you would have put stops here already, you got stopped out. Right, immediately, look at the size of this 1 minute. Breaks the high, triggers you, and boom, 31 points out of your wallet. Gone. right? So super important, wait for plans. Super important. Loss, yeah, you have to learn from that, you know. I don't trade gold, but I wear it. I mean, then you kind of trade gold, right? Because you bought gold at a certain price and now you're still holding. It's technically trading, man. It's technically trading, just you're not day trading it. So when you bought that gold to wear, right? That was the price you pressed buy. And now you're still holding your position. No stop loss. No stop loss. In SL on GC, do you want 5 or 15? You can use both, right? You can watch on the WAP content. There's a section that says how to use the 5-minute, right? You can do both. So there's days we can use 5, there's days we can use 15, depending on setup. Was this an option for a 1-to-1? No, this you shouldn't have taken this. This is too late now, right? You take the first position and then you call it. Because now you're chasing the highs. Never chase the highs. This is how you give back your profits long term. Today you got away with it, but otherwise, too risky. Oh, for someone else? Okay, fine. But yeah, don't be chasing the highs like that. Like a setup, market position sucks there. It's very aggressive, you know? Do you do markup in C-Trader? Sucks. It's not possible to add text to lines there. We have some guys who's trading on C-Trader. I'm sure you can add. Can you add text to lines on C-Trader, guys? I'm not sure. I have not used C-Trader, man, if I'm being honest. Last song and then we call it. A bit of a vibe, this song. So last song, then we call it. Why is there no volume Euro USD? Bit of a low volume London session here. Oh, we're trying again. We have to stay. 1 minute 26 seconds. People are going. Do you do live in NY sessions on YouTube? No. No, no. Not at all. Webinars, NY sessions? No, nothing on YouTube. Oh, don't do this to us. Just relax, bro. Just relax. All right, let's see if this closes above here. Good bottom wick. We can run an aggressive stop if we get a good bottom wick, something around 23-point stop. Just below this previous 1 minute, because if we're going to break out now, we shouldn't come back in this range here. Live Zoom sessions? Yes, exactly, man. Oh, no bottom wick yet. We need a good bottom wick in this scenario. So broke the high first. We have a strong close here. Stop loss below here is too big for us actually to make any profit in this trade. We need to come down, man. We need to come down. I just don't have the risk to reward here. I don't have the risk to reward. I'm not going to get paid for this. Even with 1 minute stop here, which we can't run because there's no structure. I was relying on this closing bearish, then we would come down, make a bottom wick, then close bullish. So let's see if this bottom wick comes back down, retest like it's doing here. Let's see. This song kind of sucks. Oh, broke my ear, that. My bad, my bad. Stupid system. Man, I'm struggling to find stops. I need this to come back down, retest the 5. If it retests the 5, I can run stops like this. It will make sense. Break even here at around 10 points. TP at the 4 hour makes sense as well. We'd be almost at a 1-to-1. So we could ask for a little bit of a push above. So let's see if we get it here. Let's see if we get it. It's trying. Very close. I think that could be a good enough retest for me here. 1 minute candle close, 20 seconds. I'm going to wait for the 1 minute close in case it wants to break the high and reject. If it closes above, it's an option. If it blasts without me, I'm out. I can't take it. Literally 5 seconds it needs to sustain. Then I need a bottom wick. Let's see if we can get a bottom wick here. Alright, I'm going to take it breaking the high once we get a bottom wick here. So it broke it on this, but not yet. Yeah, so once we break the high, I'm going to take it, stop below the 1 minute here. And then break even at the 4 hour. Or at the 5 minute actually. That's where I'm going to be break even. So I can get a tighter stop now. So now my stop will be like around... Actually, I'm going to run at 15 points here. One minute for this candle to close. Oop. I think I got triggered there. Yeah. Okay, got triggered there. See if we can get a little bit of a pop. Yeah, that's a pop there. So I'm going to be careful here if it comes to entry. Yeah, so I'm going to play this tight. Ooh. Don't like the rejection off there. Yeah, I'm going to close here at entry, guys. Closing here at entry. Oh, we're in profit. Yeah, I just closed there at entry. Tap me out. So I don't like the rejection we had from there. Tried the scalp, no continuation. Close at entry. So I actually got a little bit of profit because when I pressed the close, we were a little bit above entry. But I'm not considering that as a win, of course. As really for me, that's not a win. You know, it's just a little scalp. So yeah, great decision. Check that decision making, guys. Oof, that was good. So yeah, that's why. We wanted that quick scalp. We drew that box of that zone. that zone can be very, very, very treacherous zone. We give it a shot. If it's not moving, boom, I get out the position at entry there. Quick decision. I mean, I got a little bit profit because when I closed, we went back in profit. But again, nowhere near a win. I consider this as break even for me. And look at that, guys. Look at that. You have to be aggressive with these. If it's going to push, it's going to push. But otherwise, this zone is going to be dangerous zone, okay? So this is a massive lesson of how not to marry an idea. You know, otherwise this would have been straight stop loss for me, guys. Straight stop loss. So I'm very happy with that decision. Very happy. Kept me safe. We gave it a shot, but we're not partying. I made a little bit of money, but again, like I said, I'm not going to consider this as profit for me, you know? It doesn't make sense. 2 points? Fuck it, man. What am I going to do with 2 points? Yeah, so it tried. So this is what I mean. We want to see the push, get up in a little bit of profit there, see the volume come in, and then we wanted to see expansion. So we want to see a quick move up. It didn't happen. I start to get skeptical. Right? Very simple way to take trades. But again, you have to be aggressive. So yeah, happy with that actually. You have to be quick as lightning. Yeah, but that's why these are 1 minute positions, right? So if you're not quick, don't take 1 minute positions, right? Just wait. So no continuation. Gave it a shot, but we keep safe. Play with fire, but fire will not play with us. I need to put the percentages for yesterday. I'm going to do that after stream. Let's see what gold is doing. So we gave that a shot. Didn't do what we want to do. Got out at entry. Gold also moving down here. I'm not looking for sells. YouTube got a free amazing lesson today. Yeah, hopefully they listened though. Otherwise they're going to be a bit crying right now. We should have taken a short. You can take a short, man. No problem. If you want to take a short. If it follows your plan, you can press sell right there. Did you take this on Vantage? Yes. Yes. No. I'm not. Didn't take it on IC. My entry got slipped 2 points with my trade manager. Yeah, this was happening to me on DAX on IC. I was getting, especially I was having also widen. That was the problem. So I'd be in a trade and then suddenly spreads would widen to 5 points. Right? That was the major. So sometimes I wouldn't get slipped at entry. That wasn't happening too much. But what would be the problem is if I'm trying to go break even and spreads have widened. You know? I was unable to react with YouTube's delay. Yeah, that's why we have Zoom here, right? That's why we have the private group to make sure that you have no delay. I can't avoid delay. It's just part of the YouTube system. That is exactly why. So that's why, yeah, and that's why you don't copy trade, and you have to understand this is an aggressive position and you need to have aggressive management. If you had aggressive management, you can manage. So it's a learning lesson for you as well. So take, what you've learned from it. Luckily it didn't just trigger and then suddenly come back. We had time. It stayed at the entry for quite a while here. So even if you closed after I announced I'm closing, it stayed here for quite a while before dumping. So you could lose a little bit. I'll join the free Discord, then probably join the exclusive too. I feel I'm really new to this. There's nothing in the free Discord, man. It's literally a place for people to chat. You being new is exactly the reason why you want to join, so that you can get through everything. We have from beginner content all the way to advanced. So you're going to have a structured approach. Like I said, I would take advantage of the discount while it's here for today. Again, it's up to you. The value is there. Keep that in mind, right? Like literally, if you join, I'll tell you this, if you join today, for example, and within 2 days, you're like, bro, this is not for me, I hate it, right? I hate it, then I'll refund you, bro. That's how, I'm very confident in what we do. So if you join 2 days, you're like, bro, this is too much, I don't understand anything, there's no beginner content, take your money back and you cannot use it, man. It's like that, man. I'm not money hungry. You can, it's for your help. To avoid delay on YouTube, use ultra low latency. It's on. It's on. I'm on ultra low latency. It's on. Anyways, I'm gonna hop off now. Appreciate you all. Take care. Hopefully catch you guys tomorrow. Protected today. Markets pulling back here, so NY can give us some nice options, hopefully, since we're pulling back now in London. So I actually look forward to that, to see if we can capture something during NY. And yeah, we'll let you know in the Telegram what we end up taking during NY. If you're someone who was selling gold here, there was some options. But yeah, appreciate you all for showing up. Take care, and hopefully catch you on tomorrow's stream. Much love and peace. See you guys. See you. Cheers. Cheers.